5.
Welcome to Miami, or welcome back to Miami for Game 4 of the NBA Finals. The Denver Nuggets taking on the Miami Heat, and they stole one in Game 3, looking to repeat that again here in Miami tonight. Welcome into our YouTube Live presented by UC Health. Katie Winge and Scott Hastings getting you ready to go for this Game 4. Did you wear the appropriate attire?
Good luck.
You're flexible.
Hot dog socks.
This is impressive, people.
I got the hot dog socks. And most
We're getting right into it.
Game jersey.
Dun, 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 dun,
Other than the fat, lazy, and sore everywhere, I feel like Superman every time I open the shirt out.
You made it happen for Game 3.
I made it happen.
We're looking to make it happen again.
Because I'm not completely superstitious, but
I'm a little
stitious. Yeah.
Stitious. Nuggets fans, if you have any questions for me and Scott, put them in the comments. We will answer as many as we can throughout the duration of this program. Scotty, let's go back to Game 3. What did the Nuggets correct, and what do you want to see them replicate again here in Game 4?
Well, from 3 to 2, they didn't give them a whole lot of points off their turnovers. They kept that number down. I think they do the same thing tonight. They win. Joker, Nikola and Murray were just, crazy good. I mean, outstanding good. I think if they can just be good, and then guess what? Have somebody come with them, and that somebody was Christian Brown last game, who brought a whole new level of excitement and energy to the game. They can win this thing again. So I expect Nikola and Murray to be good. Okay, who's next? We're still waiting for that breakout game from Michael. I think he's 3 for 20 or something like that from 3 points this season. You keep, we've talked about it for 4 games now. We're like,
keep shooting. You're right there. Yep, you're right there. Keep shooting. Let's go back to the historic performance from Jamal Murray and Nikola Jokic. Outstanding. Both of them had triple doubles in that Game 3. What was working so well with that 2-man game?
Well, it's just I don't know. It's like, why did Stockton and Malone work so well? It just they executed. B, they played together for 7 years as teammates. They know each other, and Murray's really developed, especially in the postseason, into kind of that, I don't know, a beast. To be honest with you, he's shooting with supreme confidence, and even games, and he's had that in the playoffs where he might struggle shooting the first half. Also, in the second half, it's an explosion. Yep. He does it, and this is something that younger players should watch. He doesn't allow a quarter or a moment or a half determine how he's going to affect the game. He's still going to be out there and try to beat Jamal. Remember the one game he started off 1 of 13, came out and played pretty good, ended up having a big fourth quarter, win the game. So he's just matured. They're your 2 leaders on the floor, if you will. And then the whole question is, who's going to come along? If they have 2, 3, 4 other guys, like Gordon's been good. He hasn't been special, but he's been really, good.
Yep.
But now you put 2 more really goods or 1 more special and another good. I think you can beat these guys even worse than you did last game.
Yeah, a couple people checking in. Nuggets Nation, put your thoughts, your questions in the comments. From France, sending good vibes. France. Jimmy's asking, will we see an increase in Christian Brown minutes tonight?
I don't know. I think if anything happens, coaches are always, whether they want to admit it or not, are kind of reactionary. It's not going to hurt his minutes. What could hurt his minutes is also Michael's making shots early. So now instead of getting 19, Porter only got 21 in that game. So instead of getting 19, maybe he gets 15 because Michael plays more, or maybe he gets even 14. But listen, he's still rough offensively. He's mechanical a little bit. It's his first year in the league, but he's not afraid. And that's the best part about him. He's not going to let some mistakes. Remember, he got kind of benched in that Game 4 in L.A., didn't play good in Game 3, and he's had to fight back into this thing. Well, you wouldn't have known he's been benched or not having played. I mean, like that move right there.
Against
going right
Jimmy
in.
Buckets.
I mean, that's
fearless.
You just, you don't do that when you're a kid. Well, kid, you're not supposed to do that. No, you are. Yeah, he'll get his minutes, and then we'll see what he's able to do. I think that was that shock and awed the Miami Heat in that third quarter.
He is so fundamentally sound, and he fits so well around Murray and Jokic because he moves so well off the basketball. Almost all of those baskets that you saw were layups. In transition, backdoor cuts, just making the extra effort to get towards the basket.
And had a couple of assists on drives to basket, and then a late dish. I think he got one to Gordon, got one to Joker. We see it every day, and I hope we never, ever become numb to watching Nikola and Jamal play.
Never, ever.
But Nikola always talks about smarts. Why do you think both those guys have gravitated to a rookie? We've had a lot of rookies in here in the last 15 years or whatever, 8 years if you want to go back to Nicola's time, who had a lot of talent, flashy guys, but you didn't see them two guys gravitate to him. They gravitate to this guy because of what you said. Plays hard all the time, is a smart basketball player, and tries to do the little things right. You and I were in the presser the other day. I thought the greatest line Nikola said, he plays so hard, even when he makes a mistake, you can't get mad at him because he's playing hard.
Yep.
Another example for all young kids when you're going out for your high school team or your Gold Crown team, whatever.
So it would be so fun to watch. When someone's leaving it all out there, leaving their heart on the floor, the Nuggets bench has been really good in that regard. Bruce Brown does that. Christian Brown does that. Jeff Green has been pretty good of making the most of his minutes. And they've been so versatile with that lineup, that bench lineup. It's kind of thrown off Miami at times. How have they been able to take advantage of the non-Joker minutes?
Well, I think the biggest thing is to be aggressive. And I think as long as they stay aggressive, they're good to play. I think Jeff Green, he had a couple tough games also, but keep attacking, keep going. Bruce Brown, listen, I thought Bruce Brown was just okay, to be honest with you, in Game 3. I'm waiting for him to be maybe one of the next guys to elevate his game. He takes inspiration. I can see Bruce. You know Bruce. Rookie? They interviewing the rookie? We'll see tonight. We'll see, So, I don't know. Listen, this is a special team. Whatever happens the rest of the series, I really do hope they win this thing. But these are special guys, and I hope the city of Denver understands it.
Yeah, appreciate it for everything that it is, because we are witnessing some really special basketball being played right now. Craig is asking, will we see Reggie Jackson tonight?
Surprise appearance.
Surprise appearance.
Did
you see it coming?
I thought he was solid. Came in.
I thought he was solid too.
Don't turn it over.
Coming,
don't make a mistake. Get it up quick. Do what you got to do. KCP had, I think, a couple of fouls in that first quarter. So I think they squeezed a minute and a half or whatever it was out of Reggie. That shows you also the confidence they have in him also.
Brian said, is this the MPJ coming out game? I so badly want it to be, Brian. He's right there. He's right there.
Yeah. I thought the only game I had issue with Michael was Game 2.
Yep.
Because I thought he did not shoot the ball well in the first game. 2 of 11, I think, from 3. Then all of a sudden, after he missed a couple early shots in game 2, he pulled out. He pulled away. His low rebound total game of the series so far, too. And he made himself ineffective. And it's kind of like we're talking about with but with Bruce Brown and Christian Brown. Even if they're not making, scores or missing shots, down the other end, they're getting into people's chili, right? Michael, I thought only in Game 2, I thought he really pulled back and got into himself. He can't do that. You got Kyle Lowry was on him most of that game. You got to be killing Kyle Lowry. So I thought even though he did not shoot again well last game, he was still a little more active, and he's got to continue to do that until that shot starts falling.
Second half in particular, he was much more active, went towards the offensive glass almost every single possession for the Nuggets. They didn't have
got a big one, right?
Yes.
I mean, if they're going to put a guard on him and they can't find him in the offense, then he needs to go find the ball in the offense. Yep. And that means a shot goes up, go get the rebound.
Yeah.
Right? They're shooting a playoff low from 3 points. You got to assume every time someone shoots it, it's going to be missed. And those are rebounds. Those are rebounds around the dotted line that you can run from the wing, chase down, and go get a couple of those. So
it was cool to hear Aaron Gordon kind of talk about Michael Porter Jr. too. One, saying obviously we still have the utmost confidence in him. We want him taking those open looks. But he also said he's telling him to inject himself into the game in different ways. In transition, find easy ways to score. Make sure you're still playing defense at a high level. Get on the glass, defensively and offensively. So his teammates have his back. AG also made some funny comment about, like, wait till he gets his powers back from the Monstars after the last game. Or MPJ said that, or when MPJ was talking, Aaron Gordon said that about MPJ. So it's everybody has his back. They're trying to lift him up. They're trying to get him there.
Being good teammates.
Yes,
yeah, being
exactly.
good teammates. Well, we just showed you a highlight of Christian Brown. You're talking about get yours in the transition. There wasn't nothing there. He went and got something.
Yeah.
I mean, he went in. I mean, let's be honest. When he's doing that play, you and I are probably going, whoa.
I know. Are you sure? Are you sure? Are you sure?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Great
sure?
job.
Yes.
Great job.
Great play. Yes.
But that Michael's got to do it too. He just has to stay active. He's too good of a shooter to continue to miss shots. So he's got to stay active, like Aaron told him, on the glass, offense and defense, and doing as good a job as you can, trying to stay in front of people defensively. And know your assignments switch-wise.
Yeah.
Know your assignments.
So we have shout-outs from Australia, Las Vegas, Colorado, Aurora, Colorado, to be specific.
Hey, peace up, Colorado, Aurora.
Also Serbia, of course.
Oh, good. Another midnight showing for them.
And Stefan went in the comments and asked, Katie, what was your favorite Serbian food you had today? Me and Vic and Taylor and Jesse went and checked out a local Serbian restaurant, the Rakia Lounge. And it was so good. It was delicious. I can't pronounce the names of the foods that we ate, but there was like this fried bread that you dipped in some cheese that was just outstanding. And then we had some sausages and pita bread, some salad with cucumbers and tomatoes and feta cheese.
Yeah, you had me until you said salad with tomatoes.
And well, there was also like this a Serbian burger.
I had one of those.
They stuff with cheese. It's like a Juicy Lucy almost.
Yeah. I had one of those when we were in D.C. 2 years ago. They brought the food after the game.
Yeah, the Serbian food?
When we were allowed.
Yes.
And they had those burgers there that time.
If you are Serbian and you are watching, can you put in the comments what those things are called, please? Because
there you go.
Let me know. I can't. One of them started with a C. I really need to work on my Serbian.
C,
that's my off-season responsibility.
There might have been a D in there.
Responsibility to brush up on my Serbian. Josh said he paid 30 euros in his flight to Ghana to watch this game tonight. So that's pretty cool.
Whoa, he's in Ghana?
I think he's flying to Ghana.
To watch the game?
No, he's in flight, and so we had to pay to be able to watch it on the airplane. Yes.
Look at you. Look at you.
He also wants to know, if anything, what can the Heat do to stop Jokic and Jamal?
We don't want to know that. We don't try to figure that out. We do not want to
share that information.
I will say this: on the way up here, we were actually on the fourth floor doing the show. Talked to one of the Heat personnel, and he said to me, he goes, "There's nothing we can do to stop Joker."
Yeah.
He said, "We try everything." Well, we tried to tell everybody in that first show we did for the finals, they're going to do this, they're going to front, they're going to play smart. He's seen everything. You could slow him down. You got to make his shots tough. Can't give him a lot of freebies. But if you double right away, guess what he's going to do? He's going to find the open man. If you don't double him, there's nobody on the Heat that can stop him one-on-one.
No.
No matter what Stephen A. Smith says, you're not going to stop him in the post one-on-one. So you got to pick your poison. And then, listen, if dudes start making shots, his 10, 11 assists are going to be like 15, 16 again.
Yeah.
So just keep that in mind. He ain't ball hogging. Didn't ball hog when he got 40. He just did how he had to do. And if guys make shots, they win that game, and he has another triple-double.
This is the Serbian burger.
Which one?
All of them. They're all the same. Everybody's commenting.
Znakia?
No, I can't, you guys. I cannot. But I appreciate the comments. Now everybody else knows what I ate, too. That's correct, whatever you're posting.
But thank you so much for sending it to me.
Yeah.
If Denver wins it, invite me to your home. We'll spend a couple days.
Yep.
And I'll take quick lessons because I want another 8 years with Joker and maybe call it a quarter once in a while in Serbian. But no.
So back to Jamal Murray, Nikola Jokic, and slowing that down. So
Isn't it funny you ask it there, and it comes out here.
It is. Technology is brilliant. Thank you, Anna. I think we kind of have it established that no one's going to be able to slow down Joker. And it was interesting listening to Steve Kerr and Draymond Green on Draymond Green's podcast kind of talk about that two-man game. Steve Kerr brought up, okay, maybe it's Jamal Murray is the one that we need to slow down. Maybe he's the one that's the head of that snake. We kind of saw a little bit of that in Game 2 where Miami tried to get the ball out of Murray's hands, tried to put a lot of pressure on him. Can they slow down Jamal Murray because they can't slow down Nikola
It's
Jokic?
always easier to I think, a smaller guy. Mm-hmm. And they did it a couple times. Murray had 4 turnovers in the fourth quarter, and they jumped out and doubled him hard. And now all of a sudden your 6'2" kind of becomes effective. You know, you can affect it when you got a 6'11" guy and a 6'5" guy trapping you. He's probably getting mad at me, 6'3". And that bothered him. That got him. But Jamal's turned into a little bit of Nikola Jokic in the sense that if you go back a couple games when they try to get real physical in Minnesota, affect him for a game or so, and then all of a sudden, switch got flipped. Oh, this is what they're doing. This is what we got to do. I'll say the same thing as Jamal. I mean, he may have a bad shooting night. Guys have bad shooting nights. But there's nothing I don't think Miami's going to throw at him that he hadn't seen.
Yeah.
I will expect him early on to, as soon as the shot gets up double team, he's got to stop, ball fake high, step through that double team, get it to Joker, and now you've got a 4-on-3 with Joker. You're going to stop the layup? Okay, he'll take a layup. You're going to jump up to stop him? Okay, bounce pass, here's Gordon, a dunk. You're going to pinch in the wings? There's Michael, there's KCP in the corners for 3. So the key is I think they'll double Murray early. He's got to take care of the ball. At the very worst, if he picks it up, he's got to step through that double team. If not, he's got to stretch it out. Dribble all the way over, make that double team chase him, then make the pass.
Yeah. Speaking of double teams, I want to ask you this because we've kind of been talking about it just a little bit. Miami has had a very difficult road to get to this point. And not that the Nuggets haven't, but they've played more games. And Game 7, do you think that they're tired? Do you think that they're fatigued? Do you think that that's something the Nuggets can take advantage of?
Well, listen, I don't know if it's a physical fatigue because you've had a day off in between the 2 games. You had 3 between 2 and 3. You'll have 3 between 4 and 5.
Yeah.
So it's not a physical. The grind, I think, at this time of the year is the mental. Can you get over that mental hurdle of just so many games, so much time? Oh, here we go again. We have to come back from this. We have to do this. The mental side of the game, 2 things. The more physical team's going to win tonight, and the mentally strong team's going to win tonight. Miami owned that game too.
Yep.
Both sides of that. Both sides of that, if you're being real honest. And yet Denver still had a chance to win because I think they're that good.
Yep. And I would argue that the Nuggets had that in Game 3.
Absolutely. They had a determination,
yes.
and absolutely, and it took a little bit of the soul away. So, listen, I expect tonight's Game 4 is going to be a lot like LA's Game 4. I think you're going to see them sell out everything. And if you're correct, and if there's some fatigue factor going on, what happened to the Lakers after that first half? I mean, they were
up by 15, I think, at half.
Yeah, and they were
the Nuggets
dead.
Came out and just
they were
punched
dead
them.
in the third quarter. Yep. I think you may see a little. It may be a little bit like that game that you're going to have to withstand some serious punches. Bum, bum, bum. Make it down.
Yeah.
No panic. Keep playing. Keep grinding. Keep grinding. Keep grinding. That's another thing. Teams that are counting on their defense to make you turn over, and you're not, but you keep grinding them. Even if you're missing easy shots, that'll turn around. So, I expect them to come out like the Lakers did.
Yeah.
And if Denver can withstand it and then turn around and then win the game. Game 5 will be real interesting.
Just be relentless.
Yeah.
Just be there.
Oh,
be there, be there, be there.
You don't want them to breathe.
No.
No.
Keys for you. What are you looking at intently going into this game
I got
for?
some fancy ones. We're going to do some keys to the game.
Yeah,
in a
but
little
that's
bit.
for the watch party at Ball Arena.
Sorry, I'm not sure. Don't do that.
Only
listen, they dominate the glass, and we haven't talked about it.
Yeah.
And one of our keys last game was get and go. And that's always going to be. They're better, faster. You can't play faster if you're not getting the ball and going. You crushed them on the boards.
25.
Limited their second chances. Get the boards and go out. And I know it's boring, but you can't give them easy baskets. This is one of the worst scoring teams in basketball during the regular season. You can't all of a sudden say, hey, you can't score?
Yeah.
Here's 19.
Uh-huh.
You played MJ. If he going to 21, he gave you 19 points, you like your chances? Even against MJ, right? Even against MJ. So you can't give those nonsensical, too easy points. And you know what? I'll tell you another thing, and I just thought about it while we're talking. Better not be satisfied.
No.
Don't be satisfied you got to split. Be selfish. This is one time, be selfish.
Yeah, and that's something, be greedy.
Yes.
Be greedy. That's what Coach Malone has talked about, and that's the mentality that the Nuggets have to have here.
Yeah.
All right, that's going to do it for this YouTube Live presented by UC Health.
We talked to Serbia. We
and
talked
Scott
to
Hastings. He's
Ghana.
got his lucky jersey on. He's got his lucky socks on. There's a hot dog stand right over here, which he may hit up. So things are looking up in Miami.
Hot dog
They're
in
looking
Serbian?
pretty good. I don't know the answer to that question. We'll look it up. Anyways, we'll catch you next time. And be sure to turn on your TVs because Altitude TV has your pregame coverage an hour before tip-off tonight. Nuggets Courtside will begin at 5:30 p.m. And then after the game, turn it back on. Locker Room Report after the game. We'll have your full breakdowns, analysis, player interviews, all the things. Altitude's got you covered. We'll see you for Game 4.
Bring it in.
Bring it in.
Bring it in. Get you in here.